Good evening, Ruskin enjoyers. Hope you're doing alright, 'cause it's time to have a bit of a yapping session. So, for the first few minutes, I'm going to briefly talk about the current Rust store. Then, I'm going to talk about new Skinnables. Basically, you have the opportunity now to step up and offer your opinion, because Facepunch is asking, what would you like to become Skinnable in Rust? So, first of all, here we have the Rust store. And, well, I did give you warnings in my predictions video, because I looked at all the skins about 12 hours after the Rust store rotated, and everything was looking like it was selling excessively. Too much was being bought. It definitely looked like there was going to be concerns for those skins as time went on. So, 24 hours in, or rather 26, because I was a little bit late, sorry about that. Xenotype All Large Box, over 25,000 subscribers. Yeah, that's looking like it might have potential problems. Followed by the Dominus Mortis Sar. Now, I'm just being very straightforward with you. I was incredibly confused as to why the Dominus Mortis Sar was the second best selling skin. 24 hours in, or 26, over 17,000 subscribers. Cool looking design. I have no hate. The ghoul, the ghastly ghoul, reaching out with his golden claws, it looks cool. But, you know, it's not like a heat seeker Sar or anything, just being truthful. Well, it turns out, in-game, in the brand new UI, it's referred to as the featured skin. However, there's nothing special about being a featured skin. Maybe it might be Facepunch's most liked skin of the week. I don't know. But being featured doesn't actually mean anything. It's not like it's on discount or anything. So I think a lot of people saw that, must have assumed it was special, it was an offer, it was only available for a very limited amount of time, and lots of people bought it, and well, here you go, second top selling skin. It is a bit surprising considering we also have an Island Assault team backpack right there as well, if you know what I mean. Also, the garage door does look pretty cool as well. But yeah, it's just a bit surprising. Anyway, when I do my 48-hour analysis, let me tell you, there's going to be quite a lot to discuss because it all looks like it might be selling just a little bit too much. And, well, don't be surprised if you see all of these go below the Rust store price at some point later this year. As we approach October time. Said it a lot. And, of course, in the predictions video. Now, if I were to just quickly hop over to here, I want to give you a nice little update. All the skins from the previous week, they are fixed now. You can see them on the Steam market. It was a Steam issue, not a Facepunch issue. Over 1,000 listings for the Island Assault Team kilt. But of course, if you don't fully know, I have an extension called Steam Inventory Helper. I can do this, and I can easily point out that whilst we see, have a 99 there, which isn't helping us, I can point out that over 850 listings are above $3. Why did someone feel the need to do that? Don't know, but that's happened. So, yeah. If you're a bit unsure about the Island Assault collection, and let me tell you, I have noticed prices going down a fair bit over the past, few days. If this is it at its worst, hopefully we do see some nice, price improvements as time goes on. Now, let me just quickly show this. At the end of my Rust rotation video, I did point out that I got 40 of these dumped on me. I got a bit worried. So, looking at the price now, whilst it's less from what it was, last week, it's not bad, it's not terrible, and it turns out quite a lot of the Island Assault skins did dip pretty quickly, but then they kind of recovered instantly to a point. So just look at this, it was kind of doing all right, and then and it's just gone back up again. I think some people panic sold, assuming the worst, when honestly it's not that, it's not down that bad. Obviously, with the arrival of the tier 2 the previous week, it peaked up a bit. It was very nice. Of course, we'll showcase the tier 3 in a minute, but prices improved very, very nicely. But it's now slipped a bit. Hey, many skins are like this, but is it actually going to put its feet down now and not really go down in price that much? Fingers crossed, we'll see. Pants, they're not that bad either. They're still $3, but of course, if you looked like earlier this week, it was at a higher price. As you can see here, peaking all the way up to about $6, but it's all hype. Yeah, that's the best way of saying it. Lots of hype, lots of people going pretty crazy, but if you can remember, the hoodie and pants did sell quite a lot, 28 and 27,000 subscribers. There is quite a lot of these in circulation. So, yeah, there's only 274 of these in the market and 361. But if you have the Steam Inventory Helper extension, you can see it is reasonably spread out. But you do have individuals like this. Oh, how do I love other people. They are so helpful in their own special ways. Right then, so let's just quickly give you a showcase of the tier 3. That was pushing up to about almost $30 last week, and now it's $15. Wow, yes. Now, $15 is still a very good price, but I liked it when it was higher. Well, for a lot of people that missed out, I bet you're happy now because you can actually afford one. But the next question is what happens from now? Is this still expected to get cheaper around October time? I would expect so. I don't know what's going to, actually like solidify and actually kind of like stick to a price. But what do you reckon? Feel free to comment below in regards to where you think this is going to land at. There was a lot of hype for Iron Assault. A lot of people, telling me, Hedge, I love it. Oh, I think it's great. A lot of people are saying it as like a alternative to Whiteout. I never understood that. But the same thing happened here. It kind of slipped, but then it kind of recovered a fair bit. So keep an eye out if you've got barders on these skins, because it might happen again, alright? And it is odd because we did get the backpack accepted. But a lot of people are like, well, Hedge, I don't really consider the backpack being like, like part of the full set. It's just a novelty extra thing. Okay, fair enough. The jacket has been confirmed not to appear this upcoming weekend, but next weekend. So if you're looking forward to more skins, it's not going to happen until next weekend. I made a mistake. That didn't go up to $30. This did. Well, this is now down to 17, so the point still remains. But yeah, both the face mask and the chest plate were higher last week. They have dropped a fair bit. Let's see if they can still retain a lot of their value. But yeah, look at that slip. But again, it's not slipping anymore. Maybe this is where its price is going to remain from here on now. So yeah, we'll keep that in mind and keep an eye on your barders. Monitor them. Make sure you're not going to get dumped on like I did. Now, I'll keep the skins I bought, but I feel like I just have to wait until, January now. I think that's like my saving grace. I have to wait until then. But maybe the arrival of the jacket might help it out. We'll see. So yeah, gloves is perfectly fine. $3, sold for 99 cents. I bought 100 of them. I'm very happy, but I'd still rather wait until January time. So yep, there's still a lot of barders there keeping the price up. That should be okay for the foreseeable future. Looking pretty good. And then the boots. Boots are similar. $4 here. Loads of barders all the way up to $3.50 and $3. So yeah, let's just remain reasonably hopeful. So just to remind you, all the skins the previous week, you can now see, you can search for them, you can see every single Island Assault skin now. If I look at the front page of our Steam market, I actually see 10 skins now. Steam was really weird yesterday. It's all resolved. This is what things look like now, 36 hours after the Rust store rotated. And as you can see, it's only getting sillier and sillier and sillier. So, as I said in the predictions video, you're definitely better off with a buy order. That's definitely looking like that's going to be the case. And just to remind you, the SAR and the boots, they're the only skins that are not abnormal this week. Every other skin, yes, they are. Cool. So we've got that, all that nice and addressed. But now, as I mentioned in the Rust rotation video, Face Punch has asked you, what would you like to be, seeing become skinnable next in Rust? The most recent skinnable item was of course the large backpack. And we've seen a lot of them recently, haven't we? Since what, November? A ridiculous amount. If SCMM was up, I'd be able to show you there's maybe about 40 or 50 of them already. Anyway, let's now hop over to here to this tweet. And this tweet will be linked in the description, right? So you can click that and you'll get to this page and then you can take part as well. All you really need is a Gmail account, okay? Let me just establish what this is. So Face Punch, they put this form out and you can take part if you want. If you don't want to, that's fine. You can make a dud Google, Gmail account. You do put in your Steam profile and they'll still be able to send you a prize. Yes, you could win £10 worth of prizes. Ruskins as a prize. So anyway, they've asked this question, but I don't think many people have actually looked at the form, because a lot of people are asking for hey, can we get more camouflage skins? Hey, can we get more skins that look like the alien relic? Can we get more skins that are animated and whatnot? People aren't actually looking at the form. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to sit here right now and go over with it with you. Now, you can laugh at my opinion if you want to, that's fine, but nobody else has sat down, made a video and showcased what this is. So, I'm going to click the form. Oh dear. Now, I have no fear about my Gmail. This is my, YouTube Gmail. That's fine. So, what weapon skins do you want to see in game? We're working on new weapon skins for Rust and would love to hear your thoughts. Whether you have a specific weapon in mind, a unique style, or a cool concept, your feedback will help shape what we create next. Your suggestions could directly influence the skins that make it into the game. To all those people who have been in my comments and screaming for SKS skins, you have to make your stand now, alright? No more screaming in my comments. If anybody dares do that ever again, I'm just going to post a link to this video to them. Please don't comment in this very video asking them... Shut up. Anyway, so please consider taking part. You could potentially win a prize. If they give it to me, I'm just going to say no, give it to someone else. I don't need 10,000 worth of prizes. Anyway, what weapon skins do you want to see in game? First question, what is your Steam profile? That's super easy. So if I could just quickly go over to here, let's see what I was last looking at. There's some updates. Let's go over to here. I can just go to my Steam profile like this, right click, copy page URL, pop out of here, and paste it in like so. There you go, job done. How do you typically discover new skins you want to purchase? I watch myself. I listen to myself. No, I'm joking. What would I say? What would I say? There's no hedge option here. I guess I'd just say all of them. Yeah, I guess. Technically, I fill in all the gaps there, I guess. So anyway, moving on. How often do you buy skins? Through the Rust store or through the Steam market? Well, you know what? Let's just say daily. I think it makes sense. All right. So, what is your typical budget? What is your typical budget per skin? Where's the $10 option? Why don't we see $20 skins anymore? I know a lot of people would be disgusted to hear that, but initially, quite a lot of Rust skins sold for like $10 and $20. Big Grin, Tempered MP5, long time ago though. I'm talking like 2016, 2017. Would you like to see something like that again? I mean, technically speaking, it's the DLCs now, so... But you still want them to be tradable as well, though, wouldn't you? So... Anyway, you can offer your opinion. Feel free to comment below. Who knows, Facepunch might watch this, because I'm the only one who's doing this at the moment. What is your typical budget per skin? I mean, I'll just go for the highest one. It doesn't bother me. Like, if we were to question Hedge, how many skins have you bought? Well, I do have this for this year, because at the end of the year, I want to go through, like, all my actual purchases straight from the Rust store. And as you can see... I've been quite prolific. Is that the word? Proficient? I've thrown a lot of money at the wall. Let's go with that. But again, in every single week, we do the abnormal barders. I look at the support and then I make a move because I think certain things can work out very nicely with the early look with the abnormal barter support. Some things have gone wrong pretty quickly. And then I look at that 200 heat secret revolver purchase and everything seems alright again. Right, so back over to here. How many new skins would you like to see in the weekly Rust store? To be honest with you, I don't like it when I have to talk a lot about many skins every week because then my videos go up to about 2 hours long. I'm happy with 12. For Halloween, Christmas, Easter and whatnot, if they want to go a little bit bigger or a very big update, you know how we had the jungle update with about 14 skins? That's cool. In that context, 14's fine with me. So, all right, cool. Next. And again, whilst you go through this in your own time, you can offer your own opinions, but now you actually get to see what they're offering to potentially become skinnable now. Look at this. We have bean can grenade, blowpipe, boomerang, compound bow, flamethrower, flashbang grenade, handmade SMG, high caliber revolver, HMLMG, homing missile launcher, M4 shotgun, M39 pistol, mace community made. I think like baseball bat. No, well. That was made by Facepunch. Quite literally just a mace. For it to become skinnable. Yeah, you get the idea. Alright. Military, flamethrower, mini crossbow, minigun, Molotov cocktail, multiple grenade launcher, nail gun, prototype 17 pistol, salvage cleaver, SKS, and everybody stands up. Spaz 12, shotgun, spear gun, stone spear, weapon attachments, and wooden spear community made. Because we've also seen the Lunar New Year spear. Almost lost my tongue there. Right, so I'm going to be a little bit realistic. I'm not really fond of explosives as skins. I can show you through prices. Like, when we saw quite a decent amount of, satchel charge skins being introduced, and you can even see this with recent grenade skins, they don't really hold their value, and the consideration is, who would want to skin something that's going to disappear after you throw it? Oh. Now, you can debate that if you want. But I get the feeling a lot of people don't care to skin their satchel charges and their grenades. Maybe when they make them, okay, different then. But yeah, I'm sure you can understand that. So personally, when it comes to grenades, I'm going to do a 3. Blowpipe sounds interesting, but it's thin. I don't think you'll be able to make that much with it. There could be some interesting designs like one of those old long cigar holder things. That might be pretty funny. Blow smoke. Ha ha ha. Right, we'll go for 4. Boomerang. It's a bit small, but maybe could do something funny. 4. Compound bow. Well, I mean, if you got a hunting bow, why not? So, but then again, you don't really get that much on it. But we've had some pretty cool designs. I think I'll go 4. Flamethrower. what, you going to make a green flamethrower and a red flamethrower? I mean, yeah, you probably got enough to work with. We'll go for 4. Flashbang grenade, now I'll go for 3. Sorry, same thing. Handmade SMG, I think that would be fine. I wouldn't say no to that. I don't think everybody appreciates it, but it definitely could be something that could, you know, get some cool looking skins. High caliber revolver, same thing. HMLG, after SKS, I see that being mentioned a lot. So yes, for sure. Missile launcher, yeah, go on then, yeah. You got rocket launchers, it should be alright. M4 shotgun, yeah, nothing wrong with that. M39 pistol, yep. Mace, community made. It would be nice, but it might be a little bit awkward with its UV map. I mean, that's for the skin creators to suffer with. Sorry. Military flamethrower. I mean, what did I say for the flamethrower? 4. Yeah, I'll go for 4, the same thing here. Mini crossbow. Yeah, why not? We've got crossbow, we've got bow. I think that would be a perfectly fine idea. Minigun. Mate, I can't imagine the amount of crazy designs that you could make with a minigun. If only we could get, like, some sort of, like, Punisher mask sort of minigun style thing, but we'll see what the skin creators want to do. Anyway, Molotov cocktail, no, sorry. Multiple grenade launcher, sure. Nail gun, I don't think many people would like to see that, but then again, something super early on, yeah, someone could make a pretty cool looking design. So, prototype pistol, yep. Salvage cleaver, sure. SKS, yes, I know for a fact that a lot of people want that. Spaz 12 should be right. Spear gun, bit thin, yeah. Again, now we're on to spears. I know a lot of people would absolutely adore and love a spear skin, but again, they're long and thin, and there's only so many creative things you could do with it. Now, I think you could do some pretty cool pattern designs, fair enough. And I know a lot of people would be standing up now and saying, I want to see it. So yeah, sure, I'll do both of them for 5. Now, weapon attachments. In theory, sounds pretty cool. And I've seen, like, in Call of Duty, you can get, like, the special, like, aim sight sort of pictures. God, I sound so old. But is that something that you'd actually really want to see? Is it even going to be that helpful? Are you just going to use, like, Crossfire X? I'll put a 4. Seems a bit, but again, you can comment below your own thoughts. I'd love to hear your, what made you come to your own decisions and whatnot. That's fine. Love to, love to hear it, love to see it. So yeah, I've essentially filled it all in. Sounds fine. Now, just to say, least interested, most interested. Just want to make sure I was doing that correctly. All right, and cool. Submit. Done. Done. So, if you took part, again, as I said, comment below. But ta-da! Oh, I got some comments there. Whoopsie. So I've just finished about 5 hours of just running around in a farm base. And sorry if I come across as a bit tired, but after mentioning this for about a week and a half, I realised I should just go ahead and just make a video doing it myself so other people can understand what's like there. Because I don't think many people realised what was actually in the form. What we just saw with page 2, they're quite literally providing you a list, and then they want to see what everybody says. What we just saw on that list will most likely be the new weapon skinnables. Now, when's it going to happen? Who knows? Have you been good this year? Could we see it as a Christmas present? Or imagine that. But you have to be good. So, we'll see. But late last year, we saw the large backpack. And the funny thing is last year, they said they were going to make more skinnables, but they only made one. They said skinnables. Plural. But then again, we did see, like, DLC, and, we got, like, the code lock skin and all that. Okay, fair enough, but, yeah. Alright then, so that is a wrap. Thank you very much for watching me. Again, all of this, the link to this will be linked below. Look in the description, you can see it all there. And we'll see how that rolls out. We'll see which, what new weapons will become skinnable. And we'll see how Island Assault and all the other skins over here are going to turn out. They are selling quite excessively. I am a little bit iffy, and hopefully things can recover. But don't forget, if you sold quite a lot of like skins, you got quite a lot of Steam Wallet funds, wait it out. October time, early October, look at all the skins that have come out so far this year and make a move, alright? You'll see a lot of skins sell for some pretty cheap prices. And how many people played today? Let's just quickly find out. 171. Wow, I honestly was expecting more. Hopefully we'll see more of Saturday. But for some reason now, we just can't seem to go over 200,000 anymore. Hopefully things do recover. Again, we are still anticipating the naval update. And if you keep an eye on the commits, it's still being mentioned, it's still being worked on, but we're still expecting it potentially for around October or November time. Cool, so that's it, that's a wrap. Thank you very much for watching me. I greatly appreciate it. Best of luck to you and your investments. And let's see if everything works out a-okay.